I'm a 25-year-old female, and my boyfriend is 28. We have been dating for 2 years. I love him so much, and he's the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. The only problem with him is that he still lives with his parents. At the beginning of our relationship, he promised he would move out before we get married. Now, when I try to remind him about it, he tells me that he has changed his mind. He said, "I want us to live here with my parents when we get married. That way we can save money and buy a house without a loan." I have given it a lot of thought, and that's not something I can do, especially since I know I'm a woman with high libido. I can't eat breakfast and dinner without getting some, and I enjoy being loud when I'm being intimate with my boyfriend. So I wouldn't be comfortable living with my in-laws because of that. Their presence alone in the house would be a major turnoff for me. I have tried to explain this to him, but he is not understanding. Sometimes we argue about it. When we do, he tells me, "Don't forget that you're unemployed. If we get married, I will be responsible for all our bills. Do you want to add rent to that?" The truth is, before I lost my job, I invested my savings into his business. And even though I am unemployed now, I am working towards getting another job. I know he's just using my current financial status to push his agenda. This has made things rocky between us. Whenever we talk about marriage, I remind him about accommodation, and he points out that I'm unemployed. That has been the circle for some time now. I started feeling like I should move on with my life because he's not ready to do what's necessary for us to move forward. So in July 2021, I met my childhood crush at a high school reunion. Let's call him James. We started talking and reminiscing about the good old days. I didn't have a crush on him anymore, but I enjoyed his attention. Through our conversation, he expressed interest in marrying me. Initially, I thought he was joking, so I said yes. But then I realized he took it seriously. He started playing the part of a boyfriend, and I welcomed it. He lived in another state, so I thought nothing would come out of our relationship. I was just stringing him along for the attention and the benefits. After some time, he came to visit me. We went out and had fun. When we got back home, things got heated between us. We kissed, we touched, we played naughty. I got heated. When it was time for intimacy, I realized he was not erect. I said to myself, after all this build-up, you couldn't get it up? What is wrong with this man? I thought maybe it was me, or he was having a performance anxiety. We couldn't get to the end of what we started. It was kind of up in the air. I had to take care of myself when he left. The days after the encounter, I thought a lot about everything. I'm a woman who loves to be married. I want a man by my side to raise children with and to grow old with. The two men in my life come with a special bundle of issues. James is ready to be married, while my boyfriend doesn't look like he's prepared to get out of the nest. The problem with James is I cannot marry someone that I'm not sure when it comes to intimacy. When I rate the quality of a man that I want to be with, intimacy rate as important as anything else. Not long after his first visit, he came back again. I was determined to see what he carries between his legs. We started the process all over again until we got to the point where he had to hit it. I made it a point to look at it before we start. What I saw was an eyesore. Apart from the fact that it couldn't get hard, despite all I did to help. Even if it was hard, it was too small for what I would have loved to have in me. In my mind, I said, what would I have to do to get it right with men? The wrong one has what it takes, and the right one comes with what I don't like. With my appetite, I will not be satisfied with it. My boyfriend is well endowed in that department, but here lies the issue. He's not ready to get married. James has been asking me to fix a date, so our families will meet for official introduction. His family knows about me, but I haven't said anything to my family about him. His situation down there have left me confused and indecisive. Because of this, I have been dragging my feet when it comes to the process of the relationship. He doesn't make me feel like a woman the way my boyfriend does. He's worried about the way I'm going about things. He asks if there's a problem, but I tell him everything is fine. Meanwhile, I am still dating my current boyfriend. and he's also doing the best to caring and satisfying me. Since I'm unemployed, my boyfriend sends me money regularly and assures me that everything will be alright. I get good sex from him, and that makes me happy. My love for him remains unwavering. My only problem with him is the accommodation issue. I will be screaming when things get far. I wouldn't like to worry about his family at the moment when all I want to do is scream my head off. This whole situation is giving me sleepless nights. I keep wondering, what if I wait around for my boyfriend and he never marries me? James is ready. Maybe if I marry him, I will get used of his baby joystick situation. Or maybe I won't get used to it, and it will become a problem in our marriage. This is no easy choice between the two. I am worried I will choose wrong and live to regret it. Please, I need advice on who to choose among the two men. Can I truly be happy when a man is not well endowed? Please help me.